Across the Bay Area today, communities are coming together to call out federal immigration agencies for their treatment of people in their custody. In San Francisco today, a group of demonstrators rallied outside the ICE office on Sansom Street to honor those killed during immigration enforcement operations and in immigration detention centers. Now, the group then marched over to Senator Alex Padilla's office, where they then delivered a petition calling for better conditions and oversight at the California City Detention Center. The facility is owned by a for-profit prison company. A court-appointed monitor recently found that detainees were not receiving adequate nutrition or medical care, despite a judge's order.
We are here today to demand that the detention center in California and all detention centers provide adequate health care, food that allow family members to touch and hug one another. And we're here to demand that the government shut down ICE. It's time to end this horror that we're witnessing around this country.
Now, some Bay Area communities are teaming up on a new approach to keep detention facilities out of the region and making sure they follow the rules when they are built. John Ramos on the plan that involves a whole lot of red tape.
The serious effort by the federal government to build an ICE detention facility in the town of Gilroy has galvanized those in opposition. And on this day, South Bay leaders joined in solidarity in a commitment to prevent such a facility from being built in the area.
South Bay officials and immigrant advocates met at San Jose City Hall to discuss a new strategy in the fight against ICE detention centers. But first, Congressman Sam Liccardo explained why that mattered.
The Bay Area has avoided the worst of ICE's large-scale activity in part because of the lack of detention facilities here.
Liccardo admitted that local jurisdictions have no authority to outright ban a federal facility, but he's offering a new strategy based on already existing zoning and land use regulations.
And it goes back to a 1926 decision, a U.S. Supreme Court decision called Euclid. Local communities have what's called the police power, using land use to be able to protect the health and safety of their communities. There are a host of conditions that local communities can apply to a conditional use permit that will substantially impact the ability of ICE to be able to site these facilities.
Sam's toolkit, as some are calling it, spells out for local communities a list of conditions that can be legally contested, including zoning restrictions, environmental hazards, occupancy limits, and a whole host of other bureaucratic red tape, all designed to throw a legal monkey wrench into any construction plans.
Sam's toolkit lays out what we can do, what you can do in communities, in council chambers, and in the courts to prevent detention centers from being built here.
And it all starts with a moratorium, which the San Jose City Council will be hearing next month. Mayor Matt Mahan doesn't seem to have much doubt that it will pass.
While we have this moratorium in place, we will undertake an evaluation of the health, human safety, and environmental impacts of these facilities.
They are the same kind of bureaucratic roadblocks that have prevented housing in some communities over the years. Belinda Hernandez Arriaga is normally a farm worker housing advocate, but she doesn't mind using the tools to keep ICE from finding a home in her area.
This is not just about the building of detention centers. This is about the restoration of humanity. It's about demanding that we deserve more, better, safety, protection. ICE has no place here.
It will, of course, all be decided by the courts, but Liccardo says that's the whole point. He says it's unlikely that private landowners will want to enter into a deal with ICE if their payment may be held up by litigation for the next 4 or 5 years.
Now, we have reached out to ICE and the Department of Homeland Security for comment on the issue, but have not heard back. But this all comes as ICE detention set a record monthly high for the second Trump administration. Preliminary DHS numbers show in July, ICE took more than 46,000 people into custody. That's an average of about 1,500 detainees a day. The government says they were facing deportation because of alleged violations, such as entering the U.S. illegally or overstaying their visas. Also today, a federal judge officially allowed the Trump administration to end humanitarian protections for about 350,000 Haitians here in the U.S. They were granted temporary protected status due to political unrest and natural disasters in Haiti. And the case went all the way to the Supreme Court, which ruled that the decision to end the status was not subject to judicial review. Today, the original judge lifted her stay that had blocked the administration from ending TPS.